Just going to start with some breathing here. I think that's a good idea for Facebook Live because my audience is being collected. And another deep breath in. One more. Hi, welcome. I'm Serena Portal, and this is the message you need to hear. Today, what is in my heart and mind has to do with transitions, and what also came along with that was liminal spaces. I think I talked about that a little bit yesterday. And I'm going to be honest, transitions freak me out a little bit. When big changes are occurring in my life, it's not always easy for me. And recently, big changes have happened in the past couple of years for me, but recently, for me, it's just been transitions in my home, which is very sacred to me, my home. And I've had one person leave and another person come, and now another person come, and another one's going to leave. And it's been challenging for me to experience that and to feel it all. Through it, my monkey mind and my fears are just like, what am I doing? And why is all this energy moving in my house? And I'm really sensitive to it. And I'm like, why am I letting all these people in? And maybe I should just live here, me and Zane, and not deal with all of this back and forth and in and out. And then when I see that the transition has occurred, I'm like, oh, this is good. I like it. My example this morning was I was feeling a little frustrated after the full moon, and it was on my Mars, and that was making me feel impatient and just and stuck in a box about a couple things, and it was making me want to experience the things that I'm addicted to, like coffee or going out to eat or chocolate. And I was having this like real like, oh, I need this, I need something, and I was imagining what that something might be and how I might go about getting some need of mine met. And my new roommate, who just showed up last night, came into the kitchen, and I had decided just to make myself breakfast at home, and I was doing that. And I ended up sharing breakfast with her, and we had some coffee, and we had some tea, and my other roommate showed up, and it ended up being super sweet. And I'm glad I just kind of stayed with that feeling of the transition and not really swept it under the carpet, not really tried to get rid of it, but just be in that moment and see that as that transition is happening, all is well. And there are times when we're in between stages, like I call the liminal space, where we just don't know what to do with ourselves. And I'm glad I'm making a video of this instead of writing about it, because it's this energy of like, and sometimes you can feel frustrated because nothing's happening, or sometimes you can feel bored, or sometimes you can feel scared because you don't know what's going to happen and you don't know what the next stage is. On the positive spectrum, you can feel excited because oftentimes it's a new beginning, but there's that in between time where you just don't know and it feels like the void. And that's a really potent time. So I am encouraging you to make friends with that time and do your best to just feel the feels that come up in those liminal spaces and feel whatever is there for you as transitions are going on around you or in you or through you. It's something that we all experience. It's a normal part of the life cycle and the creative cycle and cycles of nature. And we as human beings, I think, fight it more than other beings on this planet because it can be uncomfortable because of that element of unknown. So let's just take a couple more breaths again. And I invite you, when you get that discomfort, because you're in transition or you're in the in-between times, to use the breath and to just be present. this video is really linking with my video from yesterday. There are similar ideas and sort of expanding on the ideas that were coming out yesterday. Breathing and just being present with what is. And that can be such a gift to yourself and to the process and to those around you. And it's a gift to yourself because it can be calming in the moment. But also when we get to that space, it's a jumping off point. When we're in the liminal space, when we're in the void, we're creating. And so if we can come from a place of peace and joy and calm and potentially excitement, then whatever we create is going to have a little bit more, I want to say more better. That's not quite right. It's going to be a better manifestation for us. We're going to be more aligned with our higher selves, and we're going to jump in a parallel universe that is creating more happiness and more bliss for us and those around us. And just recognizing that those transitions and those liminal spaces are natural, and we don't have to rush through them. We don't have to force them. We don't have to change them in any way. It's just part of the process, and we can enjoy them. We can enjoy the not knowing. We as human beings obviously do, because we love to watch movies and we love to read books and stories where we don't know what's going to happen. We don't want to find out the end beforehand. But for some reason in our own lives, it's harder, and we push through that because we just got to know, because we're not comfortable with the unknown. So, viewing it as your life a little bit as a movie can be helpful. And I read this thing from my friend Mo this morning that was cracking me up as I think of this. Her daughter lives in the UK, and she was asking her daughter what people in Great Britain are feeling about our election season that's happening here. And I can't remember the exact words she said. I wish I could quote it exactly, but her daughter said, well, we're all just watching it and we're wondering what's going to happen for the season finale of America. Like, it's just this crazy show that they're enjoying. So it can be helpful to step back and be that witness for our own lives and our own process, whether that's political or any other sort. So happy that you're all here with me. I am so appreciative of all the feedback I've gotten and all the comments that come on these videos. After I do the Facebook Live, I put them up on YouTube. Sometimes I just go straight to YouTube and then put them on my Facebook. So all of these can be seen on my YouTube station, which is Serena Portal. Feel free to comment here, comment there, share your experience, tell me all about it. And I hope you're having a great weekend. Much love to you.